This is the best time of day. There's a lot of buildings around blocking the windows into my apartment, and so when it's sunny, this room gets like soaked in sunlight first thing in the morning. And, no, come back. Thank you. I don't know what to do with my day. Last night I was talking about like favorite things. This is definitely one of my favorite things. This spot right here at like between like 8:30 and 9 a.m. You know that thing about like when brown-eyed people step into the sun? So true. I wish you could see the, can you see the brand of these shorts in the sun? They're great shorts. I really wanted to, I'm doing something a little bit different. I really want to talk about some of my favorite things. Yeah, take you through some of my favorite things that like, not just like things, like not just like objects, some objects, but not just objects that I own, but like just things that bring me joy in general. Just things, like circumstances or situations or things. The first one is that I'm really enjoying the fact that it's getting darker slower at the moment. Like the light in my room right now, as the sun goes down and as the last parts of light leave the part of the world that I'm in, my room gets more and more pink because I got a color changing light bulb. That in general brings me a lot of joy. Because it's getting darker slower, I'm able to be a lot more present in the process of it getting dark, which I really like. I got these little clips and these bring me so much joy. I've been using them basically all day, every day since I got them. I just like them because they're my favorite color. They've been helping me the past couple of days, specifically in figuring out how to style my new haircut, which I actually like now. But that's another thing that I think is bringing me joy, is like my ability to move through difficult things easier. I would have obsessed over the fact that I had this like, I had a haircut and it wasn't what I wanted. I would have dwelled on it and sat in that discomfort for God knows how long, rather than just going, well, there has to be something we can do to fix it. And if a problem isn't fixable, then why stress? As someone that suffers with anxiety massively, and it's been really hitting me hard, especially over the past month, but like really in the last 2 weeks, I've been smacked back down, knocked down several pegs by my anxiety. Even just the thought of, like, I know it sounds like a pointless thought, and it's something that I fucking hate when people say, well, why are you worried? Nothing bad is happening, why are you worried? I'm like, I'm not worried, I'm anxious. It's a frustrating emotion to have. It's a frustrating feeling when you're anxious. And a lot of the time when you're anxious, you can't do anything about it. When you're nervous, you can make yourself feel better. When you're worried, you can make yourself feel better. When you're anxious, you really can't. There's not a lot of stuff that will help. I ran out of storage. In general, this lamp, I don't know if you can see it. That brings me a lot of joy. One of my best friends' dads made it for me. It's made out of an empty gin bottle, which is my favorite brand of gin. It's the Bombay Sapphire gin. And it makes me, I smile every time I see it. And I see it every day, multiple times a day. So I like the fact that I get to smile. I have these, a Tigger and a Piglet. I have had them since I was born. Literally, these were given to me on the day I was born, or near enough. So they're as old as I am, probably older, considering if you count the fact that they were manufactured way before I was born. And they're very well loved, and they just bring me so much like comfort and peace. So I keep them handy. Does anybody else do that? Like, it's not that I'm weirdly attached to them. I'm perfectly reasonably attached to them. There's been very few days in the entirety of my life where I have not had those at least near me whilst I was sleeping. I don't know if it's obvious, but I really like the color red. When I wear red, I feel very, very confident. But just when I have red in my space, I feel very confident. But I weirdly feel like passionate, but in a calm way. I don't know what it is. In general, the color red, most forms of it. My stomach just grumbled. I'm hungry. Red in general is one of my favorite things. I have a pile of red books, and a lot of the books in that pile are my favorite books. Also those ones. This brings me joy as well. This view, when I'm lying on my bed and I'm watching my dumb shows, this view makes me happy. Hang on. These books, the Austen Kleon Steal Like an Artist series brings me so much joy. I've had these specific books for 5 years now, and there was a period of time where I didn't have them. I gave them out, I lent them to people, and they, like, fully with the intent of very likely never seeing them again. I place a lot of emotional weight on objects. Don't read into that. I don't want to know what that means. I just like nesting. I nest. I nest. I like having comforting things around me. I lent these books out to people with the full intent of never seeing them again, because I think you have to do that when you lend a book. And I fully with these books was like, I may never see these books again, and that is fine. I believe in the universe letting us have what we have when we're meant to have it, you know, and vice versa, taking things away. So I was fully like, if I never see these books again, I did not need them anymore. But they eventually all made their way back to me. If you're a creative person, like in any sense, not just an artist, I highly recommend reading these books. Candles in general just bring me so much joy.